how to rank first, how to give Google what it wants, and not only Google today, all the other search engines. How to prove that you are relevant, how to prove that you are an authority around topics, queries, keywords. That's the only interesting question out there because the SEO strategy you adopt must give you clarity. It's not good to have basically we are crossing the North Sea, north of England, on a sailboat, okay, no engine. And what do we prefer? We are letting the boat float going along with the current and the wind, or do we react? Do we have the plan? Do we have the right resources, the boat, the compass, the crew, uh, the skills, the experience? And yes, it's a tough environment out there, but we react. We don't let ourselves just float around and land wherever luck takes us. SEO success and success in general is predicated by skills, time, and length. Okay, what do you know? Do you have the right plan? I got the right plan. We'll get into this into a second. And how many hours you work and for how long you work. And all this is divided by chance. You annihilate, you limit chance to a reasonable factor in your strategy. If you just rely on luck, if you throw, if you publish pages with, I would say AI generated, but human generated or AI doesn't matter. It's not the right question. It's more about are you able to publish crap that doesn't stink enough that a robot which doesn't understand what it reads can evaluate quote unquote quality? I don't know. All I know is I've been doing this for decades now. And not only I explained to you how to give Google what it wants, to feed algorithms quality, but also not a bad idea to be relevant for humans. You understand why in a couple of minutes. So bear with me. So yeah, you need the right plan. But if you don't have, let's say, the strategies are there, some are complete myth. Check out the myth busting playlist on SEO Conspiracy podcast, and you find out that LSI keywords, domain authority, yeah, my friends and I took the time to debunk dozens of SEO myths. And then you have strategies like topical clustering, topical authority, which are very good ideas, but it's not the complete puzzle. So to put together that puzzle, you also have to weight the different pieces of the puzzle. For example, on page, you know that title tag is a lot more powerful than, I don't know, alt text for the images, for example. So the piece of the puzzle named title tag has more weight than alt. Then the topical mesh is telling you exactly from A to Z, step by step, how to cross the North Sea, how to win a Formula One Grand Prix. But if you have to navigate on a lake with almost no wind and no waves, same strategy, but you don't need to put as much effort. The putting in the right means in front of the goals is what the topical mesh is all about. So it's not topical authority, it's not topical clustering. It topical mesh belongs to the field of semantic SEO. And why can I say that I know what I'm talking about? Well, I launched it in public in 2012 under the French term cocon sémantique, translated by semantic cocoon. Can check that out, but it's not the complete picture. And I'll explain to you in a second why there is a problem with that. But bear with me. You got 3 thoughts to hold so far. You have to simplify. You have to make SEO simple again. It's hard, but it's not complicated. So those high-level strategies are there. Yes, they figured some very interesting things, but it's not complete. It's not the entire picture. By exploring topical clustering alone, it's not as powerful as the topical mesh. For example, in the ways you link the pages together, topical clustering is missing one key element that the topical mesh has. Actually, well, more than one element, but at least one major element. Anyways, once you understand that you have 2 main levers, content and links, and again, not the same weight, 2,000 words per page, SEO myth. It's not the way it works. Like my dear and dearly missed friend Bill Swarsky used to say, when I search for pizza at lunch, I don't want to read the history of pizza. Okay, intent. So content, very limited power. Most of SEOs out there overdo it, push too hard. Smelly, over-optimized SEO content doesn't fly. Too easy to flag. Don't chill on page SEO. Okay, don't push too hard. The game is about being relevant and knowing very well how, for example, how to play my game of the mystery word instead of splashing keywords everywhere. Are you able to make your partner, the robot that doesn't understand what he reads, the keyword without stating the keyword? Game of the mystery word, very important. Then, if you understand that on-page SEO is very limited, has very limited power, what is the strongest SEO asset? Links. Anchor text on links. I spoke about it in a previous video, but nobody talks about the power of anchor text, or doesn't talk anymore about the power of anchor text. But it's the most powerful SEO out there, asset, anchors. So yeah, you need links, but beyond links, anchors will be the trigger. So links, you have 3 types of links. You have internal links, and that's one of the thoughts I asked you to hold, because when I launched the Cocon Sémantique in France, it was really about fighting horrible internal linking strategies. For example, blogs. If you're using WordPress, by default, your internal linking sucks. All e-commerce, CMS, internal linking sucks. Bad, very bad. Elegance is simplicity. Less is more. It's a mess. I don't like it. Google doesn't like it. And it's really not about, oh, all the pages need to be 3 clicks from the home page. No, that's, again, the pieces of your puzzle. All the pages don't have the same ambition. Who is in relation to what and why? Who is doing what and when? For whom and how? Okay? Essential key questions. You need to have a plan. The topical mesh guides you to build. We use mind mapping. Okay? You can always ask the question, what tool? Xmind 8 free is pretty cool, but you got tons of mind mapping tools out there that helps you elaborate a content strategy where every single node of the mind map, which is a topic, which is a page, is there for a reason. Full control. So internal links is about building a mesh. We can have 3 steps. First step is think about a mental card of your buyer persona. First of all, do you know what you're selling beyond the product or service? Okay? What are you really selling? What is Apple selling? Apple sells innovation. What are you selling? You sell CBD, you sell the yoga classes, you sell health supplements, fitness courses. Well, you sell. I want to feel better in my body, in my mind, uh, within my environment, and improve relationship with others. That's pretty much a central question that I, unfortunately, I would say, find a lot today within that question of what are we selling. Anyway, let's go back to topical mesh because links, internal links, is a hidden treasure, but backlinks, buying links, doing public relations, digital PR, all good. I advocate taking control over one part of your links with the private links network, which is not a PBN, private or public block network. Private links network is more elaborate, smarter than the PBN. The backlink obeys to the exact same algorithms than internal links. So topical mesh strategy is not about internal links only. It's about on-page SEO, it's about internal links, and the surrounding. I always say you need to create an experience within an ecosystem. Hold that thought. We'll get back to it in a minute. But the third type of link is the vote of trust by humans. It's not just traffic, it's not just dwell time. It's about engagement, it's about retention. So in topical mesh, we dig into, yes, copywriting, storytelling, and again, experience within an ecosystem. You must create an experience. So basically, it comes down to who is good at doing an experience within an ecosystem. Apple, again, is good at that. Disney is good at that. Red Bull is good at that. How do you apply it to a website? Well, you have your 3 main digital assets. So it's not the website alone. Podcast, video podcast, email list. Those are your main 3 digital assets. You own them. Everybody, everywhere else, you rent. You own that. Then a 4th upcoming digital asset you must really think very hard and start to get on it is specialized AI. Do you have an AI that's targeting your industry, targeting your main topics. If you don't, it's time to do it. If you have a video podcast and you might have an email list, but probably not doing it well like most of us. And the website, are we stuck in SEO 2010? Very important. We don't erase the past. SEO is not dead, and it's not about we don't have to do what we used to do in 2010. We just have to do that strong SEO layer very well. Text on HTML pages must be done perfectly. Then let's move on to multimedia. Let's move on to searches everywhere. Let's move on to YouTube, TikTok. Those are search engines too. Google Lens, it's search with augmented reality. If you still, if your image strategy is all about getting free pics on Unsplash, I don't think it's going to work to perform well with images SEO. So 3 type of links: internal links, backlinks, and what I used to call the person rank. When I did a keynote 2008, 2009 about the person rank. So I really believed in that. The Google leaks validated with nav boots that, yes, Google uses the vote of trust by users. And even in 2023 with the lawsuit USA versus Google, we got proof that they have a limited power, limited analysis of documents, but they're pretty good at analyzing users' behavior. Can give you a couple of tips about where to start. Topical mesh will tell you that keyword is a great concept, but that comes in phase 3. Told you first we elaborate a mental mind map of the mindset of the customer, and you must understand what you're selling behind the product or the service. Then we move on to phase 2, which is how to organize content. About a dozen ways to organize content. Most definitely not how a blog is structured. Most definitely not how a e-commerce is structured. How a directory is structured. Pretty good, like a family tree. Wikis also have a good structure. And building silos, no, topical mesh is not about just about siloing, but that's phase 2, how to organize very well your content. Yes, building silos. There's a big misunderstanding about my strategy because most of the people and most of the robots, ChatGPT included, think that it's too much about building silos. No, it's about building clusters. So on top of silos, we build clusters. That's phase 3. Okay. Phase 1, mental mind map of your buyer persona. Phase 2, silos, where we introduce the keywords on the organic mind map of the mental card, the mental questioning, the ultimate question of the problem you solve, the questions you answer. And then, thirdly, it's really about clusters. So we break up the silos to build clusters. Who is in relation to what and why? And once you have a strategic plan ahead, that mind map which elaborates your content strategy, and you just have to go to work, follow the plan. But then let's go back to keyword. Beyond keyword, you have topic. Explore the topic. Topical. Okay, who is in relation? Who is relevant around the topic? Repeating the keyword is not, no, keyword density is a myth. It doesn't exist on the algorithmic perspective by a search engine. So yes, you must explore the topic beyond the keyword. Then, keyword research. Well, I would say audience analysis is a good idea. Customer journey, buyer persona, all those good stuff. Know who you're talking to. And again, know who you are. I've been doing SEO for over 2 decades, and prior to that, I've another decade of experience in branding and marketing. So there's a lot of branding and marketing into the topical mesh also. It's not just pure SEO. And then keyword volume. Well, I would say intent. By experience, high competition keywords are very interesting, but you must have the right signal corresponding to certain intent. SEOs oversimplify. Oh, this is transactional. This is informational. This is well, it's a little more than that. Yeah, for example, to do now or to know now. I want to know the weather today, or I want to know to plan a trip to Australia in 6 months. Okay, so different intent, even if it can be broken down into 4 or 5. Once you have the good plan, and see, I redefine something as basic as keyword research. I'm not saying you shouldn't explore keywords and volume, but I'm saying it's something more. You need to go beyond SEO 2010. What about technical SEO? I didn't bring it up. Well, because that's just your buy in. If you suck at technical SEO, you will be downgraded. If you do your job, congratulations, you have the right to play the game. It's a buy in. Okay? So, yes, we touch on some aspects of technical SEO, but Core Web Vitals, EEAT, oh, download Screaming Frog. It will answer for you 90% of what you need to improve on your website. Now, why you need a SEO consultant, and I'm for hire. You can download the course, of course, the topical mesh, but first and foremost, I'm a SEO consultant, and I can weigh in saying, okay, for example, SEO audit will say you must externalize or minify JavaScript and externalize CSS. It's too much in the source code. Sure. Easier said than done. If you use a CMS and plugins, good luck externalizing scripts. It won't work. So you must throw away that kind of precarization. And don't believe 1 second SEO audits that sell by kilos of PDF. No. So technical SEO is prerequisite. Now we also move on to high level SEO. Private link network is pretty much the highest level link building asset you can hope for, and then to learn how to smell the syrup is the highest level SEO skill I know. Once you know what and how to feed Google, that's the end of the game. There is nothing behind that. Comparing to when I learned SEO back in the early 2000s, it was a blank state. We didn't know what we were doing. A lot of people say, "Oh, I wish I was there during the glory days of AdSense and affiliate links." Yeah, made insane amount of money during that era. It's a different mindset. We couldn't go on YouTube or Google and ask how do you make money with Google AdSense. There weren't anybody before I entered the program, maybe 4 or 5 months after it started. Okay, so the plan now we know the end game. We know what does Google want. We know exactly how does Google work. The only thing that you need to figure out is to adapt the smell of the SERP, the environment, Google, competition, and also evolution of technology and user behaviors. Um, Google Lens is search of images with augmented reality. You must adapt to that. And again, if your image strategy is all about free pics on Unsplash, wish you good luck to be visible on Google Lens. Then you have things like most difficult case, commercial queries. You're gonna say, all right, the intent is commercial. I want to rank with my category of products. Sure, but the top 100 is category of products, categories of products, and actually Google itself looks like a product category with the structured data around on desktop, especially on mobile less. You want to feed Google the exact same signal? Sure, except you can be smarter. If you can't enter through the door, enter through the window. Give Google what it wants. Oh, what type of signal can sell besides a product category or product page? I don't know, review of a product or service, something like that. And that's just one of the examples of a type of signal you can send. Information, guide, help, not just buy or F off. That's pretty much how e-commerce does it. Buy or leave. No other option out there on a category or product page. Oh, subscribe to newsletter? Well, no. Let's be serious. So for Google, it wants to provide different results. It doesn't make sense for Google that, and I don't care if you just talk, oh, this is commercial intent and people want to see products. Well, maybe they do, or maybe they don't. Elaborate the customer journey and where does that query, where does that content today, Yamaji, at the right place, at the right time, with the right content, in the right format, in front of the right person, and you must do that all the time, forever. Search is everywhere. In the topical mesh course, we really go through together, step by step. You have exercise after homework after every course, and it's like we put one asset, complete it, then we move on to the next, and you build up this entire puzzle piece by piece, and you're in control of your entire strategy. You have clarity about how do I become relevant, how do I become an authority. And all you have to do is to adapt the right means in front of the right goals, and that's pretty much it. It doesn't have to be complicated. It only has to be hard. It's not for you. If you dig, press the button, programmatic SEO, turbo boosted by AI, can help you. You need to know how to do everything without tools. A tool will improve productivity, improve quality, if you know what you want, if you know what you want to achieve. If you don't know, I can guarantee failure. Can't guarantee success, unfortunately. I can guarantee success for myself, for my own website. For your website, I can only give you the plan, and the plan is called the Topical Mesh. I wish you well. Don't let anybody tell you that SEO is dead. It's stronger than ever. And yes, Darwinism, SEO, no nostalgia, no romanticism, not the strongest, not the richest, the one who can adapt the best wins. Thank you.